Hello, so the new endgame is actually a lot better than it was before. If you don't know how it was before, it was kind of boring. For example, you used to go over here, you chose a project, you upgraded something, and then you do a mission from here. But now the mission types are much better because you have some shorter ones as well. For example, I don't know, you can just have a mission and you will fight a boss. You can have another mission, for example, and you have to destroy a weird stone, which is basically you have to hold on until you can destroy a stone, and you'll also be fighting bosses and other types of things. But you also see your rewards over here. You also get a productivity bonus from the mission type. And beforehand, you know what you did? You selected a map, you selected a few modifiers, and then you played for 15 minutes. And that was exactly the same every time. So I used to play in multiplayer because it was much faster to do it in multiplayer than single player. Plus, you never died, because if you died, you had to do all of that again. As you can see, Neyreyan is coming, and he's actually closing pretty fast. The way this endgame works right now is that you can upgrade anything you want in your palace, and that will be a permanent upgrade because you're in the Champion of Stormfall mode, but also in the Neyreyan Chapter 4 type of gameplay. So whatever you upgrade to your palace, it will stay. Whatever you upgrade here, you will lose when you get attacked by Neyreyan. The Slipper Elite. So I guess you could technically focus on these things in the beginning and you'll have an easier time fighting. But from what I can see, you should always upgrade your palace first, because the palace will also give you more projects, more maximum projects. So you can basically have 4, and I think you can also have 5. 5 I think was the maximum you can have over here. So every time you finish a mission, you get some points, and those points will be spent to advance the progress on these projects over here. And then you also have some permanent upgrades like this, they'll just give you more productivity per mission. It's a lot. It's a lot of productivity. And you also have the bank upgrades. You have the West Institute, which was one of the most important things in the game beforehand, because that's the only way to unlock your 5th slot. I can have 5 skills, yes. It will be amazing. Are you looking for me? Oh, of course you are. Got plenty of expeditions. This is kind of like a type of passive, how should I put it? You select a mission and they'll give you something afterwards. You can get these things. Not sure what's the hard difficulty supposed to mean. I guess you just pay more money and more productivity for it. And here it is kind of like your main missions, but we already did all of the main missions. The biggest change in my opinion is that you get a lot more productivity per cycle. So it seems like you get, well, let me see, I have 20, 65 productivity. Plus with all the modifiers you get a lot more productivity per round. I think beforehand you used to get so little productivity that it took forever to build even the simplest of things. Now I think the game is much better, definitely a huge improvement. As for the balance and the other things, oh, I wish they'll shut up already. As for the balance and the other things, I cannot really tell you because it's a personal experience. It depends on you if you like certain things in the game or you want to see other things. Personally, I think the game is much better and the balance is better, but you still have to min-max quite a little bit, and as you can see, resetting your attributes will cost you quite a lot of money. Upgrading the town will still cost you, I don't know, the amounts of money you need are huge. So at some point you will not be doing any more missions to upgrade anything in your city, you'll just be doing missions to gain money. But we'll see when that point comes. Now, we can attack a lieutenant, so let's attack a lieutenant.
But then I suppose that's just a sign of the times.
I'm not sure what those are. I guess we can attack the lieutenant.
Spoiled for choice, I know. But we do really need to get some of these done. So why don't you just go ahead there and make up your mind?
Sabotage. I guess I can show the ward stone.
Surprised you have time for all this mercenary work, little.
And let's see the productivity. So it's productivity 3 times what you normally get. And let's do a basic one, so you can see how it is, because if I start adding a lot more modifiers, it will be much harder. And I'm already dead because the Alastor focused on me and I didn't even see it. Yeah, that's how the game is sometimes. And you get a small penalty for dying, but it's okay. Said it's a little weird. Oh, real gunner. Careful. It's a little weird because my summons are basically immortal and they will die very very slowly to the AI. So just have to make sure I kill the biggest ones and the more dangerous ones. That Alastor needs to go. Oh, don't hit me again. So we kill the boss and then another boss appears. So you have to defeat the weird stone. Oh, get out of there. And at the same time the boss, and at the same time the minions, and at the same time the elite minions. And I think the weird stone will be invulnerable during certain periods, but again, I'm not sure of all of the mechanics. You do get another debuff for using health potions, but I just don't understand much of the game sometimes. Let's first make our little minions focus on the boss.
Not possible.
And from what I saw, you have to defeat the boss 2 times in order to finish the weird stone. Now we can finish the Word Stone, or the Ward Stone. Word Stones from Warhammer 40k.
That's not happening.
And that's it, we also got the bounty target map. We'll do some of those a bit later, but for now let's just pick up the loot. Sadly you need to pick up... Well, technically you should pick up every little item, because if you sell them you'll get a lot of money, and that's the exact goal. As for the gems, to be honest, I don't really like the gem system. It seems like they don't really do anything. So let's see, that's offense 2. Of lightning damage. I guess the lightning damage will be the better one, or I can just... whatever, let's add fire damage as well to the spells. And now you'll get a productivity, base productivity, plus the modifiers. I use consumables. I didn't get down, I think I get down, so no bonus from that. Sans real rank, I'm not sure what this is. Temporary productivity, anyway. Total productivity bonus will be 500%, 390. You also choose a reward, but you also get, you know, a little bit of money for finishing the mission itself. So look at how much money you get for the basic items you sell. I might sell something that probably is good enough to wear, but I think the way these maps work is you just, I don't know, you basically spawn another type of... You basically spawn another type of map, and I'm not sure how that influences your productivity or not. So we'll do those maps a little later.
Work has ended on the latest project, my lord. Shall we inspect?
Yes, let's inspect. So I guess I should do a lot of the Regent's assembly, so it will be easier for me later. Yeah, okay, let's start this project.
Pessimists would say we'll be vastly outnumbered by the Covenant, but in absolute...
That creature you call Ahriman has retreated for now. No doubt to prepare his assault on Stormfall. We have the reports on our next target. Care to do the honors?
This one is pretty tough and pretty long from what I remember, so let's do the headhunt. This time we'll use all the modifiers. Speed is actually pretty good. I don't mind speed. If they have speed, it's okay. An initial boss modifier that can be super strong, so let's only do it for the. I guess the generation rate is not that bad. Underling enemies, that's not bad.
If you're going to take your time, can I go? No? Oh, fine then.
As long as it's not something related to damage or acid modifier. Oh no. High underling enemies, that's not going to be a problem. So that's all of the modifiers, let's start. So you still have factions, remember, the game has faction system, so the sleepers, the human faction, the other, I don't know, the Zerg, you consider them the Zerg. Okay, so that was fast, right? Right. But you also get a little less reward. So if you do a normal map, you get a lot more items to sell, maybe you'll get other good things as well. So as you can see, not down. I did use a consumable. I guess I should stop using the potions, to be honest, because I get less productivity. But it doesn't matter because I overflowed my productivity anyway. The trial, that's actually pretty good. So health, agility, mark of impurity. What is mark of impurity? I don't remember this. You can get unique items now? I guess we can try to play with this one. Again, you'll get so many items and you'll be overwhelmed with these things that at some point you'll just say, oh no. I like the global life leech, agility, and
Remember to polish your rings to keep them sparkling.
anyway, don't take the game too seriously, because if you take the game too seriously, you'll just notice that you're going to be either disappointed or you don't understand how some things work.
How may I help you?
Do not be shy. He'll only chew your face off if I tell him to.
I'm not sure you're supposed to get the marks now, the dragon marks, but it's okay.
Work has ended on the latest project, my lord. Shall
Running
we
committee,
inspect?
5th skill. So definitely always go for the projects, even though
Allow
it's
me
one of
to
the
mobilize
bigger
the workforce,
projects.
my lord.
You really need those slots. So we have 4 slots available now. That's super important. And I'm not sure what you had over here at the primary level institute. I think you also had a skill to get more, I don't know, demon shape things. But for now
Where
it
are you
looks like
thinking of
it's kind
sending
of
the
weak.
Seekers today? Somewhere dangerous by any chance?
I'm not sure if you can get more Shara's missions over here, but I think that's how you did them.
Oh,
Okay.
hey there. I was just telling this young one.
Again, you don't have access to all of the things you can do in the full Champion of Storm farm mode. A new bank stash. As you can see, this is just for more stash. So to construct the bank, so Mojave will be restocked. Zanafer will have new gems. So I guess you should build a bank because you'll get more bonuses, blah blah blah. But to be honest, I don't care about that because you'll be changing a lot of
Been
items.
waiting for you, Regent. Why don't you start by studying the project proposals?
Because right now you're getting a lot more unique items and a lot more, how should I put it? You're going to get a lot more unique items, you'll get a lot more legendary items, you'll get a lot more very good and very useful items. 5-star items, and that will make the game so much better for you, and you'll have a better chance of becoming stronger each time you play the game, as opposed to, you know, just waiting for the right item to appear in the shop or other things.
Mojave has everything a soldier
Let me show you. So I want to replace some of these polders. And now we actually have legendary items in the shop. I think before it was almost impossible to see an item like this in the shop. They do cost a lot of money, It'll be much better than what I have. So occult damage, rage and will power cost reduction. That's amazing. Resource generation. Resource generation, I think it is also related to willpower or rage. Oh, I'll just buy that
Fine item.
directly because I
Thank
like the
you very
bonuses.
much.
So 1 attack speed, wisdom, occult. Even though I will lose health, I mean, I'll lose shield. The shield is pretty important as well. Sadly, it's kind of hard to tell what item is better. I think I'll just replace that one. As for this one, regional power cost reduction, that will be amazing. We'll be shooting a lot more lightning. And also have to select the 5th skill, which I'm not sure what's good for us. I guess another summon if we can get our hands on another summon. Speed regeneration. Yeah, like that.
Greetings, my friend. How may I help you?
So as you can see, we're becoming much stronger just by playing the game normally, and this is only in 15 minutes. And I love it, I love it. I used to play for hours, 2 or 3 hours, the Champion of Stormfall mod, and I didn't even get one single item I could use, and that was probably why people were so upset sometimes.
Do not be shy. He'll only chew your face off if I tell him to.
I guess we can take a look at some of the other items. By the way, we can buy back whatever is sold. Yeah, I think the items are pretty good right now
Tell your
compared to what they are.
friends. Mojave stand in the Palace District.
Okay, but that's basically all of our money. Look at how much money we have now, and look at how much we spent. But I'm pretty happy with our character. We're basically all legendary. Well, we still have a few items. We have a lot more items that we need to change. Unique or legendary, that's good enough for me. Especially this one. Look at this one. So much movement speed, I like it. I will invest some points into toughness because... yeah, it seems like we're getting killed quite a lot. Now, about to the 5th skill. No, I wish the... bows, daggers and pistols. Saves or catalysts. So that's assassin, that's ranger, yeah. Melee weapon, I don't know, the melee weapon seems like it's one of the weirdest things to balance because you had some super powerful skills but now you don't have them anymore. I guess we can select a skill from here. Plague Burst. Little Jump, I don't like that. I guess I just want one big damage spell. Oh, really? We have this one? I guess this will be... this will improve our chance of survival by a lot. Unity Blades. Hunting Sword, Feeding Storm. So I guess... average damage will be 1200. Willpower is 157. That's a lot of willpower cost. So you have to look at willpower cost as well because your DPS will be directly tied to how much mana you have. Wither's Grasp, I don't think it was that bad, but the willpower cost is kind of big. The tier. $1. This is damage over time, and we have to channel the spell. I just wanted to use a skill and then do something else. I'm looking at this because of the freeze, but it's so much willpower. Consuming embers, well that's a lot less damage. Arctic Spear. I don't know, let's try the tier. Minus willpower cost, that's probably my first choice always. Effect radius. Yes, delay is going to be a harder one to implement. No, more willpower cost, no, that will be the worst. I guess we can increase the chance to freeze. I don't think I'll use it a lot. And you can also change the damage, but I like cold, so we have electricity and cold damage now. And I think now everything will start from level 40. I'm not sure. I think they should start from level 1, but you level them up so quickly if you are going to play in the end game. Did we choose all of the projects? No, we
my
didn't.
lord. I will assemble the council at once.
So I guess we should upgrade all of the regent assembly because... I don't know. It looks like it's a better idea. This looks like it's an interesting thing.
I want to infuse the flagstones with a kind of immunity against flesh magic. Unless you like the idea of our men being melted into their prime materials.
That's a bad idea.
That creature you call Ahriman has retreated for now. No doubt to prepare his assault on Stormfall.
A fire tornado. So, killing his lieutenants will remove skills from the final fight.
Can't manage that right now.
Huh? When did I use it? Oh, you almost don't see it.
I can't do that right now. I need more power.
Oh, those are good drops. Yeah, I don't know, that seems like it's a bad idea. I'm always using the same skills.
That's not happening.
Oh, the enemies are much higher level in this area, level 55. 65, I mean.
I can't do that right now. Not possible.
Okay, I think I made a mistake. I might be a little too weak for this fight.
No. Can't manage that right now.
Oh, don't shoot me with that.
It's not happening.
I'm not even sure what I'm fighting against. Yeah, I'm not sure. What am I fighting against?
No. Not happening.
What? Yeah, this is probably one of the parts of the game I hate the most. It's almost impossible to see where you're going or where you are moving when they just use those skills for you against you. To control your character is actually a lot harder than it seems. Yeah, they could do some, improvements with the movement and some other things.
Can't manage that right now.
Yeah, it actually freezes them, that's
It
nice.
can't be done.
I guess we just have to fight against all of them until the demon appears.
I can't do that. Can't manage that right now. Can't manage that right now.
Can't see anything, and each time I click it, the warrior's power will better in this situation because you are not supposed to be so close to your enemy as a mage, and it's... oh no. Why do they make me fight in melee with a mage? And that was one of the other problems I usually had with the game. Seems like the best way to play the game is with a warrior, but the warrior will get smashed by all of these enemies.
I need more power.
No, I don't know how to beat these guys. It just seems like it's a lot of nonsense and randomness. Yeah. No idea how you're supposed to beat one of the lieutenants like this, especially because you just keep moving up and down the map.
That creature you call Ahriman has retreated for now. No doubt to prepare his assault on Stormfall.
So, I guess you lose the lieutenant battle and then you have to fight... I mean, then you lose the battle and you cannot fight his lieutenants again. So, I'm not sure what that
Spoiled for
means.
choice. I know. But we do really need to get some.
Probably just means we have to do all of the projects so we can defend against the
I've been
Ahriman when he
iterating
comes.
on the blueprints with the Primordial Institute. They cleared the major hiccups. Most of them.
Headhunt, I don't want these ones. Okay, let's do another one. Specialist teams, I don't care, they can have as much health as they want. Oh, that's super bad, don't take that one.
The contract is yours. Enjoy.
Did get a few nice items out of it from what I saw. Yeah, the Genesis Stones and the Precious Rubies. Okay, so the problem is that the lieutenants are already level 65, but you're only level 40 when you play it. So let me see. I guess I can just keep the gems and use them later. But this is the one I really want to use. So what do the hands do? Okay, I guess I'll just keep all of the gems in reserve. And I'll use them for later, because it's just going to get annoying if you keep moving up and down the slots and, you know, hey, you find an item, you put gems into it, 5 minutes later you find a much better item.
The quality on this one is unmatched.
All of our skills leveled up because that was such a hard battle.
Not happy.
Yeah, that was such a hard battle. It was a boss fight. That's it, we finished it. I guess we can also... I should have not... I have to remember not to use the potions.
I need more power.
This is not such a bad skill. Kind of exactly what I wanted, burst damage. I guess I should go for heal, technically. But why do you want to heal? Healing is for people who get hit and will die. I have a new skin. That's actually pretty rare, but I'm still finding skins at this point of the game.
Oh, don't mind me. It's just that the aberrant's flesh holds so much potential as a primo-technological building material. But no, it would be unethical and a baffling use of Stormfall's resources. Ugh.
What's that all about? I don't know. Wait, I thought I completed these projects. Huh? Anyway, doesn't matter. Portal disruption. Oh, you can only select one. Okay, probably can only select one from all of these.
If the incoming army is as big as all that, they'll swarm us within seconds. I have some designs for a primo-tech...
That creature you call Ahriman has retreated for now. No doubt to prepare
That's a long
his
mission.
assault on Stormfall.
So I don't know, I'll just keep playing and we'll see what happens. Seems like I'm not strong enough to defeat the elite or his lieutenants just yet. By the way, look at how much money I have just because I'm choosing all of those modifiers every time we play. I guess I should stop playing using them. I basically wasted all of my money on the modifiers.
He'll only chew your face off.
Okay,
if I
I'll
tell
play
him to.
offline and I'll try to do more. I'll also have to play more with the spells and my skills and do some other things here and there. I guess you can select the same thing for everyone. No, this is not such a good idea. To give it less cooldown. I have all of the skills, yeah. Probably I should choose the Bulwark of Dawn. But why would you select that? Because it doesn't seem like that would help me in the long run. So these are the warriors. These are the magic. I think the art expert is also a pretty good one. I probably should try and play with that one. Annihilation.
Look at you, browsing leisurely. Wish I had that sort of time.
I guess duplicating my skills will also be useful. Probably I can use this to duplicate. So I have more hunting swarm.
Guess I'll get back to my studies. Wake me up
I
when
guess
you're
that would be a little more useful.
Come again soon.
Not sure how this is
Where
used.
did I leave that book?
Wait, what? I never really got into the duplicate and some of the other things. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's what I remember. You have to check, okay. For the fifth skill, I guess we just have to
Come again soon.
be happy with what we have.
Where did I leave that book?
See you next time, bye bye. Oh, before I go, let me just look at something. I think we've become a lot stronger than the first time we played, because we started at level 40, but now we're 47, and thanks to all of the other attributes and thanks to our gear, we have a lot more stats, especially defensive stats. Well, I guess you should put points into everything more or less, otherwise you'll be weaker at some point. See you next time, bye.